Your word, O Lord, is truth. Sanctify us in the truth.
Alleluia, 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 alleluia.
The Lord be with you.
And with your spirit.
A reading from the Holy Gospel according to Mark.
Glory be to you, O Lord.
At that time, Jesus called the people to him again and said to them, "Hear me, all of you, and understand. There is nothing outside a person that by going into him can defile him. But the things that come out of a person are what defile him." And when he had entered the house and left the people, his disciples asked him about the parable. He said to them, "Then are you also without understanding? Do you not see that whatever goes into a person from outside cannot defile him, since it enters not his heart, but his stomach, and is expelled? Thus he declared all foods clean. And he said, what comes out of a person is what defiles him. For from within, out of the heart of man, come evil thoughts, sexual immorality, theft, murder, adultery, coveting, wickedness, deceit, sensuality, envy, slander, pride, foolishness. All these evil things come from within, and they defile a person." The Gospel of the Lord.
Praise to you, Lord Jesus Christ.
My dear friends, once a professor was having a discussion with his student, and the professor held an orange in his hand, and he told the student, asked him, "If I were to squeeze this orange as hard as I could, what do you think would come out of it?" And the student laughed a bit because he felt, what a stupid question my professor is asking me. And he said, "Of course, you would get juice out of it." And the professor asked him, "Would I get apple juice out of this orange?" He said, "No." "Would I get grape juice if I had to squeeze this orange?" He said, "No." Then he said that what juice would you get? He said, "It would be orange juice." And the professor asked him, "Why do you feel that you would get orange juice if I had to squeeze this orange?" He said, "Because that's what it is. That's what inside of the orange, and that's why whatever inside is what will be also the output." I think this little anecdote resembles the message which Jesus wishes to give us in the gospel today. Jesus is speaking to the crowd, and Jesus tells them that there is nothing outside a person which goes inside which defiles a person, but what is within us which comes out, and that is what defiles each and every one of us. And later on he explains this to his disciples in private and tells them that whatever we consume outside, externally, whatever we consume does not go to the heart. It goes into the stomach and then it is expelled out. But whatever is there deep within us, in our hearts, our thoughts, our desires, our passions, it is that which comes out and how we respond to the external circumstances depends on what is within us. Just as in the case of this orange, within the orange there is only orange juice, and therefore only orange juice would come out. Many a times, my dear friends, in our lives also, there would be a lot of tensions, there will be a lot of pressure, and that pressure is put on us, maybe within our family, within our offices, or wherever we are working. What happens to us when there is an external pressure which is put upon us? Is it that something good comes out of us? Or is it that something evil or something sinful that comes out of us? All this depends, the output depends on what is within us. And therefore we need to work more on what is within us rather than focusing on the externals. And therefore we need to work on our heart, on our soul, through our life of prayer, through our life of devotion to God, listening to what the Lord is telling us, feeding our heart with spiritual material, so that whenever there is pressure from outside, it is not something evil which comes out of us, but it is also always something good which comes out of us. My dear friends, we a lot of time get an opportunity to reach out to people, to appreciate them. Do we use an opportunity to always speak good about people, to appreciate them? If there is good within us, if we acknowledge the good is there within us, then good will come out of us. But if there is evil, then the output will always be evil. As we celebrate this Eucharist, let us ask the Lord to bless all of us, so that what we harbor within us, what is there in our heart, is not evil but good, so that what is within us will always be outside of us. So when our interior is good, our output also shall be good.